Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we finally got our hands on Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. There was an exclusive alpha on PlayStation for PlayStation only members, so we were able to get some hands-on time with the early version of the game. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you what I think of the game, how I felt about the game, and what I think they should change moving forward into the beta on October 8th. The first thing that I want to go over within the game is probably one of the hottest topics within the Call of Duty scene right now, and that is skill-based matchmaking. Now, the game you are watching on screen right now was one of my first 3 games. I can't remember exactly which one it was. It might have been my first game ever. I'm not entirely sure. But these first 3 games were like super easier compared to the lobbies that came after it. Within these lobbies, people were bad, average, as well as good. It was kind of like a mix between all 3 parties in that realm. But after these first 3 games, I don't know what happened, like the switch turned on or something, and skill-based matchmaking just came in like a truck. It just started, like, people started getting sweaty. You can tell they've been playing Call of Duty a lot. There was good people that were way better than me, and then there was people at my skill level, so it kind of evened out the teams, and everything just became super sweaty. Now, in past Call of Duties, there has been skill-based matchmaking, but it's never been as strong as it has been before with the recent title of Modern Warfare. Like, the game with Modern Warfare, they like ramped skill-based matchmaking up 1000%. Like, it has never been this strong. So for the future of the franchise, I would like to see skill-based matchmaking toned down, even if it's just a little bit. Like, the way they have it right now, it is way too strong. So if they could just tone it down to like maybe like Black Ops 2 levels or somewhere in there, I understand why it's in the game, but there's no way that it should be as strong as it is now. Now, I know there are people out there that just ride for skill-based matchmaking to the fullest. They always say like, oh, you just want to bully the new players and pub stomp and drop chopper gunners on them every game. Like, no, that's not what I want to do. I just want to add a little variety into the game. With skill-based matchmaking right now, it just feels like you're playing the same match over and over because nobody's really like so much better than you or so much worse than you. There's no fluctuation between skill, and I can't even remember the last time somebody has dropped a legit nuke within one of my lobbies. Like, nukes have become so rare and something. Like, I'm fine getting nuked. I haven't seen a single legit nuke within Modern Warfare the whole time I've been playing it. And I understand why there is skill-based matchmaking in the game. I get it. I don't want it to go away completely. I'm just asking for it to be toned down. And if it's gonna be this strict, there needs to be a competitive mode like League Play from Black Ops 2. That is like the ultimate solution. Like, tone down the skill-based matchmaking in public matches like a ton, but keep it how it is within the public matches, but just make it into a ranked playlist like Black Ops 2, and you have solved all the problems within the community. The next thing that I want to go over is the maps within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So the first one we're going to start it off with is Satellite. Now, Satellite is like the desert map that you saw within the trailer with the chopper gunner shooting down. And honestly, this is probably one of the top maps within the game that we did have access to. Like, this map was so much fun. It was great for snipers, it was great for ARs, it was great for submachine guns. Overall, it just played really well within like TDM domination and all the modes we had access to within the alpha. So this map, I'm giving an A+. It was very well made. The next map we had access to in the alpha that was a 6v6 map was called Moscow, and this was another great map. This was your classic Treyarch 3-lane map. It plays very well with TDM domination as well as kill confirmed. So this is another A+ map in my book. You can definitely tell this map is going to be like a competitive map. I think Search and Destroy is going to play very well on it. And overall, it was just a great map. The final 6v6 map that we did have access to in the alpha was called Miami. Now, Miami is that dark, like, nightclub beach setting map, and overall, my impressions of this map is it was just average. It didn't really play well within, like, TDM and domination and all of those. It was like, there was, like, too much open space. The map was ginormous for 6v6, and honestly, it doesn't play that well, in my opinion. Now, people that have played other game modes within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, like VIP, say Miami plays really well for VIP, but I personally have never played VIP, so we'll have to wait and see how it plays on that. But for the game modes that we had access to, it was not a very good map at all. Now, the final two maps that we did have access to within the alpha were two ground war maps, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not play these maps very much. I think I played one of the two maps, and I only played it maybe twice. Now, in ground war, I think it's like 36 or 32 people on the entire map, and these maps are definitely way too big to have that little amount of people on them. Like, it felt like I was playing Running Simulator. I think to fix this, they either need to add more people within the game mode or pick where you can spawn, because you are just running around the map looking for people and you are not finding anybody, and if you die, you spawn way in the back of the map again and you have to do it all over again. So overall, my opinion of the 6v6 maps were very good, but my impressions of the ground war maps were not good and they still need some work. Now, the next thing I want to go over within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is the loadout system. As you guys may have noticed, they are bringing back the gunsmith, so that is a good thing, and they are also bringing back the classic Treyarch, like pick 10 type of feel to the created class system. You can have wild cards again, so that is definitely a plus. You get to have 3 perks, or if you pick the perk greed, you get 6 perks, and you can also have a perk greed where you get extra attachments on your weapon. Now, my only complaint so far with the loadout system is there needs to be more field upgrades. It seemed kind of lackluster. I would like to see some classic field upgrades from Modern Warfare make a return, like maybe the ammunition box or something like that. And another gripe I had with the loadout system is in the gunsmith, there seems to be a lot of like red dot sights and attachments that are exactly the same and don't really offer much. So I think they should remove that and add like 1 or 2 red dot sights instead of 6, so we don't have to level up the gun for so long. Now, with the loadout system within the alpha, we did have very few guns to choose from, but I do want to cover some of the weapons and some of the concerns I have with some of the guns in the game so far. Now, for those of you that did get a chance to play the PS4 alpha, you may have realized that the AK-74U was the dominant weapon of choice within the alpha build of the game. Now, they have said they are going to be looking at nerfing the AK-74U by the beta and by the first launch of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, but so far this gun just dominates everything. It is like even better than some of the assault rifles. Now, out of all of the other weapons, they did seem to be pretty balanced aside from the AK-74U. I mean, this gun just melts everything else, so if they do tune down this gun, I think the game will be in a good state as far as weapon balancing. But hopefully we will have access to more weapons within the beta version of the game, and we'll be able to get our hands on more weapons to see if everything truly is balanced. But so far everything seems good aside from the AK-74U. Now, another dominant weapon category that I did want to touch on within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is the sniper rifles. Now, in the current version of the alpha, they were tuned up to be like as good as they possibly can. And overall, I did a lot of sniping within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and it felt absolutely amazing. It felt just like how it did in Modern Warfare 2, and it was so much fun to use. But they recently have stated that they are going to be tuning back the sniper rifles. They were just running a test within the alpha, so we'll have to wait and see what they feel like within the beta. But I'm hoping they will be pretty close to how they were in the alpha, because sniping hasn't been that dominant as it was in Modern Warfare 2. But this game made it feel just how it was back then, and I'd really love to see that come back to Call of Duty. Now, the last part of the loadout section that I do want to go over in this video is the perks, and so far I am thoroughly enjoying the perks. I didn't have any problems, but 2 perks I do want to cover a little bit more is Ghost and Ninja. Now, Ghost has been improved from Modern Warfare. You are no longer hidden off the minimap if you are not moving. For Ghost to work, you have to be walking around the map and making moves. You have time to stop and get a couple kills or something before it'll wear off. But in order for it to keep you hidden off the minimap, you do have to be moving. Now, another very important perk change from Modern Warfare is Dead Silence, but in this game it is called Ninja. Now, Ninja is in a perk slot again. It is no longer a field upgrade, But Ninja works is it quiets your footsteps. It doesn't completely deafen them, but your footsteps are quieter when you are running and crouching and doing all of that. So that is definitely a plus within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Next, I want to go over the actual gameplay within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and that includes things like movement and the time to kill. Now, the movement in this game is definitely not as smooth as Modern Warfare. It seems like we've taken a couple of steps back compared to Modern Warfare. It kind of feels like Black Ops 4 basically. It doesn't really feel much different than that, so it's a little bit clunkier and a little bit slower. Sliding and slide canceling is back in Cold War, so you are going to be able to slide cancel. However, they did say they were working on toning down sliding to be a more evasive maneuver instead of an aggressive maneuver, so we'll have to wait and see for the beta and see what the changes are to the sliding. Also, you will notice that there is no tac sprint, and personally I like having no tac sprint. I wasn't that big of a fan of tac sprint because it just made it harder for you to get your weapon down or to like get a quick kill if you're running and you run into somebody. And there is also no mounting within Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I don't know if it'll stay like that. I presume it will, but I am super glad that mounting isn't making a return because I was just getting sick and tired of people mounting on corners and hosing you down with LMGs. Now let's go over some score streaks within the game. Now score streaks work a little bit different than previous COD titles. You can get points by either playing the objective or going on kill streaks, but kill streaks seem to be heavily favored within this game. Now the reason kill streaks are heavily favored is because you get a multiplier for every kill that you get, and without these multipliers you're not going to be able to achieve those high score streak kill streaks like the chopper gunner and things like that. So I do think the score streak system still needs some work. There's still really no reason to go after objective based game modes like on capturing a flag in domination or something, because if you're on a 5 kill streak, you're not going to want to risk dying on the flag for little to no reward for capturing that flag. So I still think they need to rethink that, but we'll have to wait and see for the beta. Now this next area of the game is a huge improvement from Modern Warfare, and this is the sound of the game. Now Modern Warfare went for a more realistic approach, so things like shooting your gun and the score streaks would just blow out your eardrums. But in this game, everything seems to be more balanced. You can hear footsteps way better than you could in Modern Warfare, and this is definitely a plus. Like, you can hear people if they're above you, below you, to the right, left. Directional audio is very good. Footsteps are very good. You're not getting your eardrums blasted out by score streaks and doors and all of that. So overall, I would give the audio and everything an A+ in this department. And the last thing I want to cover in this video is the graphics of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And so far, I am pretty impressed with things like the lighting. They seem to be way better than Modern Warfare. There was like sometimes when you would look out of a window and it'd just be whitewashed or something. That doesn't happen in this game that I have noticed so far.
It's like you're throwing
a stun. I prefer Black Ops Cold War lighting versus Modern Warfare lighting. But I do have some gripes with the graphics. It does seem to look a little bit blurry compared to Modern Warfare. I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but the image just doesn't seem as sharp compared to Modern Warfare. I don't know if it's just me or if I'm crazy, but that's what I felt. And overall, like, the art style doesn't look as good as Modern Warfare and the animations and stuff. So hopefully they are still working on this. Now keep in mind this is an alpha build, so I'm sure it's going to improve. I'm sure it's going to be even better by the beta even. So hopefully we'll look at it within the beta and then we'll make our final decision from there if they still need work. But I'm hoping it looks a little bit better than what it did in the alpha. So far, my opinion on Black Ops Cold War is very good. I do think we're going to be in for a good year of Call of Duty, especially with multiplayer, Warzone, zombies, and campaign coming to us this November.
No more FMJ.
However, I do not believe it's going to be one of the best Call of Duties ever made. It's not going to be like a Black Ops 2 or a Modern Warfare 2 or something like that. But I do believe this game is going to be a pretty solid Call of Duty. So I hope you guys are excited for the new COD release. I will be live on Twitch streaming it when it does come out, so make sure to follow me over there. The link is in the description. Please drop a like on this video if you do enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.